In an opulent banquet hall, Chai Nana entered, her mind buzzing with anticipation. This exclusive event was her gateway to the elusive Mr. Mo, a legendary figure in S City whose influence and mystique were unparalleled. Whispers of his power and enigmatic persona had shrouded him in an air of intrigue, leaving the city's elite in awe. As Chai Nana strolled through the lavish venue with a wine glass in her hand, her thoughts echoed in her mind. Tonight was the night she would finally meet Mr. Mo Yenting, the mysterious mastermind behind the city's intricate web of connections. She had invested significantly to secure this encounter, driven by the desire to extract valuable information only he could provide. Amid her contemplations, a poised lady approached Chai Nana. "Excuse me, Miss Chai Nana," she uttered, breaking into Chai Nana's internal musings. "Mr. Mo is already in the private room. Time is of the essence, please follow me." Chai Nana nodded in acknowledgement, a tinge of excitement coloring her response. While traversing the opulent venue towards Mr. Mo's secluded enclave, the lady by Chai Nana's side conveyed a crucial piece of information. "Mr. Mo is a busy man. You only have half an hour with him," she cautioned. "But be mindful, Miss Chai Nana, Mr. Mo abides by the rule of exchange on equal value. Money holds no sway over him, he is cunning and discerning. Do you grasp the gravity of this arrangement?" Chai Nana affirmed, I understand." As she approached the private room, Chai Nana's mind raced. The intricate information network Mr. Mo possessed was a feat that couldn't be replicated in mere decades. Contemplating the depth of his connections, she surmised that Mr. Mo must be at least 50 years old, a living testament to the wisdom and experience that awaited her behind the closed door. The woman escorting Ms. Chai to the private room couldn't help but compliment her, saying, "You are a natural beauty, Ms. Chai. You're exactly Mr. Mo's type." Ms. Chai, however, remained composed, recognizing this situation as a strategic negotiation. In her mind, it was clear she would provide what Mr. Mo wanted, gaining valuable information in return. It was a transaction, a deal between consenting adults, each taking only what they needed. As she contemplated her next moves, memories of her father's advice echoed in her mind. "First make an escape plan," he had said, "and never surrender yourself completely." Determined not to let any unwarranted advances compromise her integrity, Ms. Chai began formulating her escape plan. Pepper spray and a taser were at the ready, concealed for a swift exit. A lipstick gun could create a diversion, slowing down any guards in pursuit. Hidden weapons served as a last resort, a contingency plan she hoped she wouldn't need. With a wish of luck from the escort, Ms. Chai entered the private room, her mind focused on the impending negotiation and her escape plan ready for deployment if the situation took an unexpected turn. When she stepped into the exclusive chamber and laid eyes on Mr. Mo, she couldn't help but be taken aback by the revelation that he was a young man. Confirming his identity with a simple question, she was met with a confident affirmative from Mr. Mo. As she reflected on her upbringing imbued with the values of honesty instilled by her mother, she instinctively discarded any concealed weapons. Determined to seal a successful deal, she resolved not to rely on any deceptive tactics, especially considering that Mr. Mo's characteristics aligned perfectly with her preferences. Initiating the conversation, Mr. Mo delved into an unexpected topic, sharing his knowledge about the age of stars and the transient nature of their light. He mused about the possibility that the stars shining above might have already ceased to exist, yet their light continued to reach us through the vast expanse of space. Finding the concept fascinating, she agreed wholeheartedly. In a gesture of courtesy, she introduced herself, "My name is Chai Nana. I am truly grateful to be in your esteemed presence, Mr. Mo." She found herself captivated by the man's appearance, temperament, and voice, considering them nothing short of heavenly. As Mr. Mo delved into the business at hand, he straightforwardly inquired, "What do you want, and what can you exchange with me?" Without hesitation, she revealed her request, expressing a desire for information about the individuals captured in a photograph she possessed. However, Mr. Mo merely glanced at the photo and promptly declared, "This deal cannot happen. Please go back. Undeterred, she argued, "You're Mr. Mo, you know everything. With your powerful connections, you must be aware of these people. I'll give you anything if one night isn't enough, forever is all right," panic evident in her voice. In response, Mr. Mo sternly rebuffed her proposal, dismissing it as an exchange for her body. "Liar, what are you thinking? You make me want to puke." "Leave right now," he retorted. It was then that she reconsidered her initial impression of him, questioning the unspoken rules governing their encounter. "His personality is awful," she mused. Defending herself, she countered, "Do you know how many people have told me that I have a face that doesn't need to work hard to succeed? And you say I'm disgusting? Fine, I take back my first impression." She believed I had expended all my funds solely to catch a glimpse of him. Originally, the plan was to attend a brief half-hour meeting. How audacious of him to eject me within 5 minutes. Reduced to such financial hardship, I resorted to pilfering my aunt's makeup just to assume the guise of a beautiful maiden. 3 days' worth of meal money was sacrificed for that lipstick. Do you think I'd relinquish it easily? That day, that jerk drove me to the brink of madness. Upon confronting him, she held his face and exclaimed, "You cost me my lipstick money." A daring move indeed, but I was prepared to take the risk, and she kissed him. He, in turn, found himself dumbfounded, never anticipating that a mere kiss from this destitute and desperate woman would turn the tables so dramatically. Overwhelmed by the kiss, a tear escaped his eye. She pondered, did my kiss bring him to tears? Is being kissed by me that agonizing? It's almost as though he transformed into a person with a soul. Unexpectedly, he embraced her, catching her off guard. She wondered, what is happening? Can this arrangement still proceed? The protagonist in Mr. Mo's arms was stunned in silence, calling out to Mr. Mo to ensure he was okay. He responded, "Just like this, once more is enough." After their transformative kiss, he led her into a mysterious room with only one bed. Seated on it, he fixed his gaze on her for the past 5 minutes. As she wondered about his intentions, he softly called her Nana, leaving her both captivated and puzzled. The sweet tone made her body go limp, questioning if he intended to initiate the transaction now. Mr. Mo gently touched her forehead, asking, "Nana, you're so cold. Are you shaking? Do you want me to turn on the heater?" She stammered, "No, I'm not cold," but her mind raced with thoughts of their future. What name should our children have? If they can't take my surname, maybe Mo Chai Chai. She scolded herself, "Don't get carried away. The purpose is to gather info on the people in the photo. This is urgent business." Coughing, she continued, "Mr. Mo, I don't care if you have dissociative identity disorder or, in short, I want," as she began speaking, Mr. Mo, with a smile, handed her the details of one person from the photo. Surprised, she questioned why only one person's information. Mr. Mo explained he'd email the details and declared he'd reveal data on only one person at a time. Puzzled, she inquired about how he knew her email, and he casually mentioned knowing even more private details about her. After receiving the information, she pondered why he provided it so easily. Wasn't it now her turn to reciprocate the favor? He responded, "Each time, I give you only one piece of information, so we have the chance to meet again, isn't that right?" She countered, "Mr. Mo, you asked for an equal exchange, but since you gave me this information so easily, what do you want?" Internally, she wondered if she needed to prepare for the exchange. Mr. Mo locked eyes with her and confessed, "Nana, meeting you is enough for me." She couldn't resist the charm of his smile, thinking, who can resist this smile? Doubtingly, she pondered if Mr. Mo had hit his head. Was her kissing so good that it made him fall in love, or was this just an act? Gritting her teeth, she removed her clothes, telling Mr. Mo, "I don't like owing favors. Let's settle the deal." Mr. Mo protested, "No, don't." With a sincere gaze, he expressed, "I don't want our relationship to be a one-time transaction. I want it to last long." Continuing, he confessed, "Nana, to you, I'm only a stranger, but to me, I've known you for a long time." Blushing, she responded, "Mr. Mo, don't tell me we've met before," thinking it was impossible to forget such a good-looking person. He replied with a kiss on her hand, saying it was a secret. She thought, with his face, expression, and movements, she was going to kick the bucket. She wanted to make out with him. As time passed, Mr. Mo escorted her home and she asked when they would meet again. He replied soon. Finding Mr. Mo too formal, he playfully suggested, "Can we change it?" With a smile she agreed, "Can I call you Ting Ting?" He agreed, saying, "Of course you can, Nana." He felt joyous. She thought, "He is so happy. It feels like we're a couple." That day it seemed like spring had arrived for her, contemplating the possibility of bidding farewell to her 20-year-long single life. Thoughts of a second child and whether it should have her surname crossed her mind. However, 3 days later at 12:15 a.m., she was seen kneeling with a pained face. It was her second meeting with Ting Ting when he ordered, with an indifferent face, "Get this crazy lady tied up." That was when she realized Ting Ting must have dissociative identity disorder and he is crazy, save me. The protagonist, puzzled, questioned why a psychopath treated her this way, reflecting on the events starting 3 days ago when Mo Yenting dropped her home. Upon entering her house, she declared her arrival and her aunt, noticing her cheerful mood, suggested meeting someone special. Blushing, she confessed she hadn't encountered a man meeting her criteria. Her cousin, Chai Li Ming, playfully exposed her, noting her obvious attraction to someone she'd met. Chai Li Ming, once a playboy, had transformed into a more responsible individual. The cousin firmly reminded her, "Sis, I've warned you multiple times, men drawn to your looks at first sight aren't sincere. Second uncle is missing and my second aunt is no longer with us. I can't bear seeing you being deceived by a scumbag." She retorted, "You've been a scumbag for 20 years, and now you're judging someone else? Ming, don't say that about Xiao Na." Despite her appearance, the fortune teller predicts she'll be the legal wife instead of being the mistress. The aunt sarcastically added, "Perhaps this time it's not a doomed romance." The protagonist, looking defeated, stammered, "Sister Yu. This ladybug, or rather my sister-in-law, goes by Chioing Yu. Once the center of attention, now her heart only blossoms for my brother. I affectionately call her Sister Yu as she prefers it over sister-in-law." Despite their candid communication style, both my brother and Sister Yu express themselves with firmness, yet not harshness. "Growing up, I've been complimented for my striking appearance. Many say I have a fox-like face," shared the aunt. The words shared by her aunt triggered a throwback. In the first year of primary school, Chai Nana faces rumors about spoiling happiness. Defending herself, she explains the teacher arranged the seating for the first time. Similar accusations persist in junior high, challenging her reputation. When accused of spoiling happiness in college with an older man, she reveals him as her uncle. Confronted by derogatory comments, she defends her family ties. A junior confesses and she rebuffs him, highlighting his lack of commitment. Tearfully reflecting on a troubled past, she contemplates grasping a chance at a better relationship this time, determined to hold on to it if successful. With a poker face that betrayed no emotion, the cousin bombarded her with a barrage of questions. Who is he? Where's his house? What does he do? How many people in his family? His educational level? Income? Romantic history? She replied tearfully and angrily, "Brother, we just met. I have a slight liking for him." Softening her expression, she added, "The person is Mr. Mo. Despite being a bit peculiar, he's incredibly gentle. He provided info about someone in a photo without a word." The cousin objected, "Mo Yenting? No." Defending, she said, "We haven't reached that stage yet, why no?" The aunt questioned the cousin's judgment and he warned, "This guy is problematic, not in that way." Mo Yenting's mysterious background suggests ties to the Lu He society, which may be linked to second uncle's disappearance and the second aunt's accident. We need to decipher the Yangyu Yu key with the Lu He society's invitation code from the picture. "If Mo Yenting is a member, what will you do?" She replied, "Even if I'm uncertain about the melon's sweetness, I want to taste it. But If he's linked to what happened to my parents, I won't go easy on him. The cousin advised, in short, since you've gathered info from Mo Yenting, get the invitation code from the person involved. The protagonist investigates by opening the email from Mr. Mo Yenting, revealing a profile of Wu Xing, 32 years old, formerly a reporter at XX Daily, later dismissed for news fraud turned self-media operator. The protagonist contemplates, guess where the invitation code is hidden. The following day, beneath the office building where Wu Xing works, a lady emerges from a car and a man confronts her, questioning her for spreading fake news. Wu Xing, puzzled, asks who he is. The man reveals, I am the husband of the person you posted the news about, the woman beating a child incident. The child stole my wife's wallet and she accidentally pushed him while retrieving it. Your fake news caused her cyberbullying, leading to trouble at her workplace. My wife took her life this morning, leaving our child behind. Nonchalantly she questioned, what does this have to do with me? The shaken man responded, your fake news led to this. Did she not push that child? Many faces cyberbullying, she chose to end her life due to weak tolerance. Deal with the cyberbullies. Wu Xing retorted, go find them. Don't bother me. The man hysterically accused her of murder, vowing to never let her be at peace. Wu Xing, taking her phone, recorded him saying, come on, let everyone see how fierce you are. She noted, the right pot goes with the right lid, the woman who beats the child is the spouse of a crazy man, a match made in heaven. With satisfaction, she planned today's hot search, contemplating titles like, husband of woman who hits a child seeks revenge? The man, being carried away, called her a wicked woman and unscrupulous reporter, promising she'd face consequences. Hidden, the protagonist gritted her teeth. 2 days later, the protagonist was discovered in a state of distress, tears streaming down her face, crying, wah. Wu reporter. The protagonist inquired, you don't mind me arranging for us to go to such a far restaurant, right? Ever since I got in contact with that guy Mo Yenting, I have never had a good day. Amidst the protagonist's emotional turmoil, Wu Xing pressed on, can you tell me about the details of your relationship with Mr. Mo? Rumors suggest that Mr. Mo doesn't get close to females. I thought he... The protagonist, still sobbing, responded, let me tell you something only I know about Mr. Mo, something very private. In a sudden twist, Mr. Mo appeared, his surprise evident as he contemplated the mysterious lady before him. Recalling a significant event, he hesitated, thinking, is she? Despite this, he convinced himself that he had forgotten everything after being kissed by her. Determined to unravel the truth, he resolved to confront her about the enigmatic night. As the protagonist grappled with her emotions, Mr. Mo's escort intruded, announcing, Mr. Mo, the car is ready. Deep in thought, Mr. Mo instructed them to wait, signaling that there were pressing matters to attend to before departing. The protagonist continued, revealing, Mr. Mo's secret is that he only values 3 seconds. Every time, I need to invest half an hour in exaggerated performances just for those mere 3 seconds. He even amplifies it as if those seconds are earth-shattering. Mo Yenting, he never satisfies me. If it weren't for his wealth, who would agree to be his fiancé? A sudden shock overwhelmed her as she pondered, someone's watching my back? Turning around, she found no one. Doubting her perception, she wondered, is it just an illusion? Perhaps I'm overthinking. Interrupting the introspection, Miss Chai, are there any other private details the reporter questioned? After a moment of contemplation, she responded, let me think. Come to think of it, it's about time that it will happen soon, she thought. A loud boom echoed and the reporter exclaimed, ha! Is it an earthquake? The protagonist, with a shocked expression, urgently addressed Wu reporter, something big happened. It seems like there was an explosion over there. The reporter, who had been impassive throughout their conversation, suddenly stood up with a delighted face, remarking, the house over there exploded, this must be big news. Don't know how many people must have died. The protagonist, handing over Wu Xing's phone, exclaimed, I can't believe I'm witnessing this kind of news. Hurry up and take a photo of it. Don't let others get the scoop on this fresh news." She replied, "Okay," leaving behind her essential diary. The protagonist, wearing a pleased expression and holding her phone, smiled while capturing a picture of the reporter's book. 6 minutes later, the reporter returned with a displeased face, muttering, "So, it's just the blasting company's old building being torn down. I thought it was some big news. I was in such a hurry that I left my essential diary on the table." With a relieved expression, she exclaimed, "Phew, I didn't lose it." Operating her laptop, she thought, "Let me upload the news on a complaint website to gain some benefits." Reflecting on her experience, she mused, "Every time I log in, the invitation code is always too long and complicated. I can't even change it after so many years. If this website didn't give me so much money, I wouldn't even." The reporter was still processing her thoughts when, wearing a disbelieving expression, she burst out, "What's going on? The invitation code is cancelled and it's vanishing right from my system." In shock, she yelled, "Why has my invitation code disappeared?" witnessing the code dissolve before her eyes. The protagonist sat hunched over her laptop, a satisfied smile playing on her lips. On the screen, the triumphant message flashed, "Account successfully merged, Wuxing's original account logged out." A surge of elation rushed through her. The first invitation code operation was a resounding success. With Wuxing's access now in her hands, she thought gleefully, "One down, more to go." Unlocking additional layers of information from the Lu He Society's clandestine dark web, she inched closer to unraveling the mystery behind her parents' incident. As she navigated the digital shadows, the protagonist envisioned the day when she'd possess all the invitation codes of the society's members, a key to unlocking the truth. Determination fueled her every keystroke. Wuxing stormed out of the restaurant in anger, muttering curses under her breath. "That bitch," she seethed. Undeterred, Wuxing was quick to strategize. Fortunately, the business card she had received bore the protagonist's company address, a crucial lead. "I need to find her," Wuxing resolved, setting the stage for the next phase of her quest. Miss Chai, lost in thought, contemplated the invitation, "You're welcome to visit the pig farm mentioned on the fake business card address, dear." As she strolled out of the restaurant, she couldn't help but recall watching Wuxing take a taxi and depart. Considering her options, she decided, "I should leave too. This is going to be a killer show." As she headed out, her eyes suddenly lifted, and to her surprise, she spotted 2 guys standing in front of her. A fearful tone crept into her voice as she questioned them, "What do you want to do?" One of them calmly replied, "Sorry, but Master Mo has invited you." They brought her before Master Mo, where she found herself kneeling. "Ha, how could you be robbing civilians in broad daylight?" "A girl, for that matter," she exclaimed with a pained face. As she looked at him, he spoke with a poker face, instructing, "Tie up this crazy woman." She couldn't help but think that this man was definitely schizophrenic. "Help me," she pleaded. On her way to this place, they had put a black head cover on her. She had only glimpsed light again after being thrown into a bedroom. With a bewildered expression, she thought, "Where did this mentally ill man bring me to? This looks like the presidential suite of a luxury hotel. Let me take a look outside to confirm the location." Frustration set in as she realized her legs were numb, preventing her from getting up. Suddenly Mr. Mo appeared, shocking her. He nonchalantly remarked, "This is the 28th floor. Do you want to jump out and escape?" He sternly questioned, "Aren't you my mistress? Why try to escape?" He loosened his tie with a straight face, demanding, "What were you saying at the restaurant? Spreading rumors through the reporter?" Fearfully she replied, "Mr. Mo, there's a misunderstanding. I didn't." He cut her off, moving closer. "You mentioned doing this for money," claiming. He held her tied hands up, causing her to wince. Ignoring her pain, he continued, "You said every time you need." She winced again as he moved even closer, saying, "Using half an hour of exaggerated performance for my 3 seconds?" She stammered, "I made a mistake." He yanked her away, removing his tie, and demanded, "Show me the half-hour exaggerated performance you prepared for me now." He unbuttoned his shirt, revealing an intense determination. "No, I don't dare," she said, shocked that Mr. Mo knew about her conversation with Wu Xing, and this man is not the one who flirted with me. He is the one with the terrible personality, she thought. "I was wrong, I realize my mistake. Please let me go," she begged. "Miss Chai, you haven't even shown me your acting skills yet," Mr. Mo threatened. "I'll count to 3. If you don't act, I'll harm you." As he began counting, she started acting the act strangely, leaving him stunned. "Stop this act," he demanded. "You little liar. You're a poor actress." Miss Chai pleaded, "I'm just a weak woman with a troubled heart and mind. Please let me go. Unlike your innocent appearance, you have bad intentions, right?" Mr. Mo accused. "You planned to spread rumors online and used Wu Xing to do so. You planned to spread rumors online with Wu Xing, inviting her knowing she'd be distraught. You've thoroughly investigated her and her notebook," Mr. Mo revealed. "The notebook Wu Xing carries always has fresh pages, except for the first old one. There's a chance the code might be there," Mr. Mo analyzed. "Chai na, I don't like clever women. Don't try to outsmart me," he warned. "We're alike then, because I dislike clever men," Chai na retorted with a stern face. "Please don't let this bet go wrong. I won't survive if you do. Please bring out the caring person," as she thought, kissing him. Her kiss surprised Mr. Mo, softening his anger. His eyes sparkled, and looking at her tenderly, he kissed her back, calling her name sweetly. Overwhelmed, she started to cry. "Let me go." Surprised, he asked, "What's wrong?" In her acting mode, she said, "Mo Yenting, don't touch me with a knife, I beg you." He tossed the knife aside and comforted her, assuring her not to be afraid. "No matter who I am, I'll never hurt you," he promised. In a moment charged with emotion, he apologized and vowed, "I'll take care of the other me. I promise I'll never give him a chance to intimidate you again. I should have been angry, but being treated so gently by him has softened my heart again," she thought as he caressed her hand. He said softly, "Your skin is tender. I will apply medicine on it, but don't wash it off for 3 hours." With calm determination, she requested, "Provide me with information about all members of the Lu He Society immediately. If it's possible, I hope we don't meet again in the future." He is trembling, she thought as he applied the medicine for her. But his plea was earnest. "I disagree. I have no meaning to stay alive in this body if I can't see you. I want to meet you every day. Can you promise me that?" She hesitated, wary of the danger. "Meeting you daily might get me killed by your other personality sooner or later." He persisted, "Please promise me." Teasingly, he added, "I'll give you an exclusive benefit. Reconsider." With a seductive whisper, he tempted, "Don't you want to touch me?" As she thought of him as a cat, her desire to touch him grew. "I'll hold back," she mused, battling her desires. "You won't force me to take responsibility after I touch you, right?" she cautiously asked, seeking reassurance. With a confident smirk, he retorted, "What do you take me as? You want to touch me, then just touch me. I won't beg you to take responsibility." Tempted by his physique, she pondered, "His abs feel incredible. But should I touch his chest too? But won't that be too much, and won't he hate it?" He urged her, "Touch me properly. It's your right alone." Caught between attraction and caution, she struggled. "I'm drawn to him, despite knowing I should stay away, but I am being bewitched by his beauty. What should I do?" she thought. Their moment was interrupted by another figure, ending the tension. "Master Mo, time is up. How should we deal with this woman?" the figure said. He addressed the figure as Jingchen, his trusted assistant. Master Mo sought guidance on handling the situation. "Jingchen, how do you want to handle this?" he asked, holding her tightly. "Master Mo. Didn't you previously say?" Jingchen began. Interrupting any response, Mr. Mo introduced her as Chai Na, affirming his commitment to marry her. No matter how I treated her before, it won't change. She's the woman I'll marry in the next 6 months, he declared. He instructed Jingchen to inform others that disrespecting her meant disrespecting him, with clear consequences. As Jingchen left, she pushed him away, accusing him of being deceptive. He countered with a playful tease, suggesting she should try dating him because he is confident that she will want to marry him. Confused, she demanded answers. Mo Yanting, who are you both? She asked. Shocked by her question, with a self-deprecating smile, he admitted, I am his brother. In his room, Mr. Mo woke up confused. This is my bedroom, he realized, remembering the events faintly as he thought about the kiss from the day before. Oh, Mr. Mo, you're awake, she said cheerfully. Who? He asked, still disoriented. It's me, Chai Na, she replied, beaming. The woman that Master Mo loves the most. How are you in my bed? He questioned, puzzled and alarmed. Don't be surprised. I know you well, my Ting, she teased, making him uncomfortable with the familiarity. He screamed. What did you call me? What have you done? He asked, his discomfort growing as he grasped her hand to stop her. That nickname is for your brother, the other you inside your body, she clarified. I haven't done anything yet, but I promised to try dating him first, she laughed, pretending not to sense his anger. Stop calling me that. It's repulsive, Mr. Mo said, visibly upset. Where's Jingchen? Where is the butler? He demanded, his patience wearing thin. Security. Get this woman out of my house immediately, he ordered, determined to remove the source of his discomfort. Master Mo, you're awake. Good morning, greeted Jingchen with a smile. Good morning, mistress, he added with a bow. Huh? Mr. Mo exclaimed, surprised and somewhat angered. It's okay, no need to be so formal, she said, attempting to defuse the tension. Angrily, Mr. Mo grabbed her, pinning her to the wall, accusing, I don't care what method you used to seduce the other me. I, Mo Yanting, will never allow anyone who threaten my life. Before he could finish, Jingchen intervened, Master Mo, please don't harm the mistress. Perplexed, Mr. Mo demanded an explanation. Jingchen clarified, all our major contracts, seals, key account passwords, confidential documents, and crucial evidence are in Miss Chai's possession. None of us knows where she has hidden them. If she disappears, there's a program that will automatically make those unseen evidences public. Releasing her, Mr. Mo asked, who did it, his expression now bewildered. With a happy face, she replied, Ting. Don't utter that name again, he replied angrily. I don't like you either, but I'm very interested in the other you. I'll kiss you every day to summon him, she declared. Both of you have 8 hours of control over your body. You need to accompany me to obtain the Lu He Society's invitation codes. It's the agreement between Ting and me. You cannot refuse or resist it. This is a letter from Ting to you, she added sternly. Stop saying that name, he pleaded helplessly. Reading the letter, he thought, it's my handwriting. I've written a letter for myself and I'm surprisingly good at this. Since he's my elder brother, then he shouldn't be called Mo Yanting, right? Lost in thought, she suddenly grabbed his neck and demanded, younger brother, let your elder brother come out, as she kissed him. After the kiss, the calm one regained consciousness and asked, Mo Yanting didn't harm you, right? No, he calmed down quickly, she replied. So today's the day we start our relationship, he inquired. I didn't say that, she responded. Then I'll make you like me, he promised. Suddenly he couldn't control his body and screamed. Ting, what's wrong? Should I get help, she asked worriedly. I'm fine, he said. Just need to sit and rest a bit, he reassured her. As he sat and lay on her lap, he realized he was losing control over his body more frequently, unsure of when this began. Do you really not want to see a doctor? She asked, her concern evident. I'm all right, just need to rest, he reassured her. Ting, don't make me worry. Look, you're getting goosebumps, she said, trying to lighten the mood. No, I'm not, he denied. Liar. I felt them, she insisted. You're mistaken, he countered. Does it bother you when I call you Ting Ting? Is that it? She teased, noticing his reaction. Give me a bit of time to get used to it, he said softly. Is it because you don't like me calling you Ting Ting? You can tell me, I won't get upset, she said, her voice tinged with sadness, misunderstanding his discomfort. It's fine, I actually like it, he assured her, wanting to ease her concerns. Are you sure you're feeling all right? She asked with concern. I'm fine, really. I feel much better now. Let's go have something to eat, he suggested, hoping to ease her worries. After the meal she was impressed. Ting Ting, I didn't know your chef was so talented, all the food is wonderful. I've enjoyed everything. He smiled but advised, I'm glad you like it, but no need to force yourself to eat too much. In the midst of their intimate evening, Jingchen interrupted, Master Mo, the piano has been set up and tuned. Piano? She echoed, surprised. How about we play something together? He suggested gently, seeing an opportunity. As they sat at the piano, Chainana beside Mr. Mo, she was swept up in a childhood dream. She had always imagined sharing a moment like this with a partner, playing her favorite piece, the canon. Without a word, they started to play together. Her fingers found the keys and he effortlessly complemented her movements. Their playing intertwined, echoing each other's notes in a beautiful harmony that seemed to bring her dream to life. As they communicated through the music, she marveled at the connection they shared, her questions posed in melodies and his responses in harmonies. How can someone understand me so deeply? She wondered, feeling a profound bond. Catching her gaze, she smiled, a silent acknowledgement of their unique understanding. In that moment, she realized, affirmed by the piano's melody, that she had found her soulmate, someone whose essence harmonized with hers. Their kiss, unlike any before, was filled with genuine affection and signified the beginning of something real between them. After the kiss, he embraced her warmly, his question breaking the magical atmosphere, Can we move beyond this uncertainty? May I be your boyfriend? Her surprise was evident, but it was a moment of raw honesty and vulnerability. In a different scene, a man found himself lost in thoughts of past events, feeling utterly inept. I couldn't even lend you my support when you needed it most, he silently lamented. Instead, I only managed to make things worse for myself. His reflections were abruptly interrupted by his daughter's cheerful voice calling out, Daddy, I'm home. Struggling to compose himself, he hastily wiped away his tears before facing her. With a forced smile, he assured her that their meal was ready and invited her to join him at the table. As she mentioned the weight of her backpack, his curiosity was piqued. Opening it, he was astonished to find a substantial sum of money inside. His hands trembled as he reached for a note resting atop the stack. Where did this come from? He wondered, noticing the accompanying letter. His disbelief deepened as he read an apology letter, penned by the very person who had shattered their home with false accusations. With his daughter hugging him close, he felt his emotions overwhelm him, tears streaming down his cheeks. I never sought compensation, he choked out between sobs. All I ever wanted was your apology. His daughter's voice, filled with concern, broke through his turmoil. Daddy, will everything be okay? She asked softly. The protagonist took it upon herself to redistribute all of Wu Xing's illicit earnings from the Lu He Society's dark web to her victims of false accusations. Wu Xing subsequently found herself under investigation by relevant authorities for the damaging rumors she had spread. In another scene, Wu Xing was visibly enraged, muttering curses under her breath. Damn it! It's all blown out of proportion. Nobody would care if it were exaggerated. It's not even that serious of a crime, she seethed. Frustration etched on her face, she fumed about the woman who had infiltrated and plundered her account. I'll hunt you down. I won't rest until I find you and make you pay, she vowed. Lost in contemplation about her next move regarding the mysterious woman, Wu Xing was suddenly approached by two guards with an intent to arrest her. Excuse us, Miss Wu. Please cooperate and remain still, they instructed sternly. She inquired if the matter pertained to the dissemination of rumors, asserting her innocence in that regard. However, the guard's response shattered her hopes. It's not about spreading rumors. We've received a report implicating you in embezzlement and the evidence is indisputable, he informed her, securing handcuffs around her wrists. Please cooperate with our investigation, he added firmly. Wu Xing's world crumbled as she absorbed the gravity of the accusation. Who could have reported her? She wondered in despair. Meanwhile, lurking in the shadows, Master Mo watched the scene unfold with a satisfied grin, knowing he was the architect of her downfall. His assistant relayed the news that Wu Xing could face up to 5 years behind bars, prompting a sense of relief to wash over him. Excellent, he remarked with approval. Despite the gravity of the situation, his assistant couldn't help but ask about Miss Chai's response to their proposal. With a pleased expression, Master Mo revealed that his beloved Xiao Xiao was already on board and calling at that moment. Na, he affectionately called her as he answered the phone. My darling girlfriend, it seems it's my turn to make a move this time, he mused, addressing Miss Chai affectionately. In a tense exchange, a man by the name Bai Jian coldly confronted a distressed woman. Bai Jian, please, I'm begging you, delete all our videos, she pleaded from the floor, her tears flowing freely. Desperate as she implored him to let her go. Grabbing her face harshly, he revealed his twisted fascination. Do you know how much I enjoy hearing your voice in those videos? Delete them? Come to my bar tonight. I'll release you when I've grown tired of playing with you, he informed her, his tone chilling. Feeling utterly powerless, the sobbing woman pleaded her innocence. I was drunk that night. I don't remember anything. I have a boyfriend, I can't risk losing him, she begged, her voice trembling. Callously shoving her aside with his foot, Bai Jian issued a menacing threat. I'll expose those thrilling videos to your parents, friends, classmates, and colleagues, he sneered, reveling in her distress as he laughed cruelly. Lying there, consumed by sobs, the girl pleaded with Bai Jian, but he just left and said while leaving, I'm looking forward to your performance tonight. Don't let me down, he taunted callously. Struggling with despair, she wandered aimlessly on the rooftop, grappling with her thoughts. What should I do to make everything right, she questioned herself. Overwhelmed, she contemplated ending her life, stepping dangerously close to the edge. But before she could act, a hooded figure intervened, seizing her before she could plummet. Don't even think about it, the figure commanded firmly. I'm ruined, she sobbed, feeling utterly defeated. My life, everything is destroyed. It's not your fault, that scoundrel drugged you, the masked rescuer said to her gently, revealing herself as Miss Chai. With a mixture of relief and disbelief, the girl listened as Miss Chai promised, you trust me. I'll definitely delete those videos. Walking in a bustling lobby filled with busy professionals, Miss Chai saw Mr. Mo and called out to him with a cheerful demeanor. Xiaoji, she called. She gently grasped his arm, expressing her ease in his presence. I feel confident with you here, she confessed, informing him that she was up next for the interview. Their exchange was a subtle performance aimed at their target, Bai Jian. My girlfriend is amazing, she'll nail the interview, Master Mo, portraying as Xiaoji, remarked warmly. A tender kiss on her forehead made Miss Chai blush, though she couldn't help but find the attention from onlookers a tad uncomfortable. Passers-by observed the couple's affectionate display with admiration. They're so in love, remarked one, while another expressed envy. From a distance, Bai Jian observed the scene, noting the apparent harmony between the two. What a perfect match, someone commented wistfully as the crowd whispered about the couple's affection. That man is quite charming and considerate, remarked one passerby while another admired Miss Chai's beauty and poise. The murmurs of admiration and longing filled the air, adding a subtle layer of intrigue to the bustling scene. Calling Miss Chai a Lin Lily, Bai Jian reminded her that it was her turn for the interview. Oh okay, she responded calmly. Good luck, Lily, Mr. Mo wished her well, to which she simply replied, yes. Bai Jian couldn't hide a hint of jealousy at their interaction. After the interview, Miss Chai successfully secured the job. She graciously shook Bai Jian's hand, thanking him for the opportunity. Bai Jian, putting on a facade of cordiality, praised her performance, acknowledging her as an outstanding candidate. Miss Chai, with a polite smile, extended an invitation to Bai Jian for dinner that evening. Without declining, he accepted, instructing her to inform him of the details. "All right, I'll see you tonight," she confirmed. Unbeknownst to anyone, Bai Jian harbored a sinister nature. He was a manipulative predator who preyed on vulnerable women. His depraved tendencies led him to drug and exploit his victims, keeping incriminating material to control them. He particularly targeted women in relationships, reveling in the power his blackmail afforded him. As Miss Chai read aloud, Mr. Mo practiced his piano, the melody intertwining with her words. She recounted Bai Jian's dual identity, a human resources manager by day and a bar owner by night. His sinister routine involved luring girls to his bar, drugging them, and then engaging in adultery on the second floor. It was a chilling revelation. Expressing her concern for the girls victimized by Bai Jian, Miss Chai speculated that he might have hidden the invitation code of the Lu He Society in the room on the second floor. This suspicion fueled her decision to confront him. Turning to Mr. Mo, she sought reassurance for their upcoming confrontation. "Ting-ting, tonight when me and the other you confront him, we'll be fine, won't we?" she asked, her voice tinged with uncertainty. Unsure of how to respond, Mr. Mo called out to her, "Na, come play with me," offering her solace and distraction. "Na, come here," he beckoned, reaching out his hand. Miss Chai, caught up in her affection for Mr. Mo, rushed to embrace him. Disregarding the Lu He Society and its members, she declared her devotion to Ting-ting. As Mr. Mo held her close, their eyes met, a silent understanding passing between them. Feeling a rush of conflicting emotions as Mr. Mo held her face, Miss Chai gathered her thoughts. "Ting-ting," she began slowly, "we're in a romantic probationary period. We're not officially a couple yet." Memories of the last time he proposed his love flooded back, and she recalled how close she came to accepting. But her brother's advice to not easily surrender to men's advances, she hesitated, aware that men value what they can't easily possess. "Men won't cherish women who are too accessible," she remarked, acknowledging her brother's wisdom. She grappled with her desire to agree to Ting-ting's affectionate gestures while also yearning to be cherished by him. Struggling with the balance between reciprocating Ting-ting's affection and maintaining her allure, she found herself in a challenging predicament. She longed to be the object of his desires, but she knew she had to maintain an air of unattainability. Ting-ting's request for a kiss as he is going to disappear stirred conflicting feelings within her. Despite knowing that giving in would lessen her allure, she found herself willing to grant him anything he desired, momentarily forgetting the importance of maintaining her mystique. Ting-ting planted a gentle kiss on Miss Chai's cheek, a subtle gesture of affection. As night fell, the couple found themselves in Bai Jian's bar. Despite Mr. Mo's visible displeasure, Bai Jian teased Miss Chai, commenting on her boyfriend's mood. Miss Chai, feigning nonchalance, hugged Master Mo's arm, deflecting Bai Jian's observation with a casual remark about occasional discomfort. Internally, she grappled with Mr. Mo's icy demeanor, recognizing it as the challenging, iceberg version of Mo Yen-ting that emerged at night. Observing Master Mo's angry expression while he drank, she pondered how to maintain their act in the face of his cold facade. She realized the difficulty of cooperating with his aloof demeanor to sustain their charade. Thank you for being part of this adventure with us. If you enjoyed what you watch, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. The next episode holds even more excitement and twists, so stay with us as we continue this thrilling journey together. Until then, keep the anticipation alive, and we'll see you in the next episode.